Alright, so we're going to play against the Jazz and the Lakers. And after that, I think we'll play against the Hawks and the Sixers, I want to say. Hawks and the Sixers will probably be the best one. They're 0-16? How is that even... Why the fuck do we got Malachi Flynn? I know how to fucking do a trade. Bro, we have too many point guards on this fucking team. You know what? Then Vessel can be added to this list too. Alright, anyways, let's continue. I don't know how they're on 16. No, hold on. First things first. Fix all that.
Up next, the Spurs taking on the Jazz. For San Antonio, fourth place in the conference. There are no slouches in the competitive West. Jazz, Spurs, coming up next. Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started.
0-16 is crazy. There's no way you can be that bad.
This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting.
It's crazy because
they're
one of my teams too good.
For the Jazz. On Wednesday,
the Mavericks are 16-2.
Jordan and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The Cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the 1. And for the Jazz, on the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler.
There we go.
Then it's George, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. You look at the Jazz, they've already suffered 2 losses in their first 2 games of this NBA Cup tournament.
At this point, I'm not sure they can get back in the hunt, even if they were to win tonight. But remember, this one does still matter in terms of regular season wins and loss totals.
And
Damn, Vassell for 3.
San Antonio stands.
Drains it.
It's their 3rd game in the NBA Cup, and they really need a win tonight to stay alive.
Yeah, they're 1-1 thus far, so another loss probably knocks them out. It's going to be a tall task for them tonight, though, on the road.
So it's the Jazz now, following the 3-pointer by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clarkson. San Antonio with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality
Wembanyama
that was lacking. There was
the
not a
bucket.
ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
A huge part of Wembanyama's game, his ability to just devour the glass on both ends.
George dishes to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Back to Markkanen. George against Paul. Fires for three. And that one's good.
Damn it.
George has got 5 points so far.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Wembanyama, a screen on Markkanen.
Keldon Johnson for three. He drains it.
Come at
That's 5 points for Keldon Johnson.
us, and we're coming
Struggling from
right
three,
back
but
at you.
nice to see
And you
that
would
he hit
expect
one.
nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Hendricks. And looking at his production, he averages
Oh, I blocked that.
7 points a game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fumbled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against San Antonio. The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebound.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you
Damn
better
it.
be
Damn
ready
it,
to
Vassell.
put a body on somebody.
And he sinks the
Oh,
second.
thank you.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson on the wing. Covered by Vassell. It's deflected.
Oh,
Clarkson passes to Markkanen.
no way.
No good on the triple. Spurs leading by 5. Ball outside. Sohan with the screen.
Chris Paul for three.
And Chris
Drains it.
Paul hits from deep.
Oh, this is the kind
Talking about Chris Paul hits the tray ball.
of start they were hoping for.
It's been phenomenal. Probably his
Pass to
last season
Kessler.
as an NBA player.
Now Markkanen. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Vassell against
I was there.
Clarkson. The Jazz
I was there,
can't
dude.
hit it. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-6 run. Ball outside. Pass to Sohan. Johnson outside from the arc.
Keldon Johnson for
And
three.
again, it's the
Drains it.
Spurs from deep.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Jazz trail by 11. George looking around. Here's Hendricks. Defended by Sohan. Here's Hendricks. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Ball against George. Vassell outside. Here's the three. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Stolen
Damn.
by Kessler. Here's Hendricks. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Damn, I was there.
Versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Paul kicks to Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson.
Another three.
Drains it
Keldon
from beyond
Johnson
the
does
arc.
it again. That is three three-pointers for Keldon Johnson.
Johnson's got 11.
He's on
Their
fire.
third three-pointer in a row.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Markkanen. Down low. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's
Chris
playing
Paul lays
right
it up
into
and
the
in.
hands of the defense at this point.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Timeout is called. First
Timeout.
in the game for the Jazz.
Spurs.
Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And coming into that one, looking to be competitive, but the disparity in talent just too great.
You had the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
Here's Hendricks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler, a screen on Vassell. It's George on the wing. The Jazz again can't hit it. Spurs leading by 14. Here's Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. It's good.
Webby. Are you kidding me? All the hard work I done put into this game.
Wembanyama, a screen on Sexton. Branham can't get it to go.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in it too. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. That's the group right now for Utah. Down to 5 on the shot.
If he hits it, he hits it.
No good on the 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract
God
more
damn it,
fans.
Wendy.
Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and it's Barnes in for Johnson. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And Barnes gets double teamed. A three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 12. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the
Little
timing
midi
of when
from
Markkanen signed his
Harrison
extension,
Barnes.
he is not trade eligible during this season.
Little midi from Harrison.
Shams, we
Be
really
better at shooting
appreciate
his
the
threes,
update. We
but
know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Here's Sexton. Harrison
oh, dude,
Barnes
we're
picking up
that brother's trying to be like Kobe.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Collins checked in for the Spurs. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, we have all enjoyed the NBA Cup tournament, and Greg, the double meaning it brings to these games earlier in the season is just terrific.
Yeah, of course. They also count in the regular season standings as well. It allows teams a second trophy to chase, a championship that's a lot earlier in the calendar. And I'll tell you who else benefits, a lot of the young teams, because it puts them in a playoff mindset. I think it's going to help their progression over the course of the season.
Now, here's Sexton. A 24-point outing in their last game against New York. And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, the team has got to be thrilled to see Colin Sexton work the pick-and-roll game and find the open teammate.
George is checked in for Utah. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look
We
at
got
San
the fourth
Antonio.
seed.
So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, Utah just need to take it a game at a time. Here's Branham. 5 points in the game. They set the pick. Launches a 3. They get it back.
Damn.
And let's take this chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. The Spurs second.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And the Spurs making a change here. Jones is checked in. Clarkson outside. Back to George. Stolen by Jones. And here's the fast break. Here's Collins. Good on the shot. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Zach Collins.
And
Nice
here's
assist
George. He'll bring it
by
up for
Branham.
Utah. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well,
Oh,
I
come
felt like
on.
they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow
Annoying.
your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Barnes outside. Collins setting the big for Barnes.
Ah, come on. In and out.
Jazz trail by 12. Hendricks, good. Hendricks has got 6.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
Jones for 3.
Trey Jones for
Buries the
3.
long-range jumper.
Got it.
Jones has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Spurs.
And
Go.
the lack of effort to fight over
Trey Jones.
the screen there
Back-to-back
makes that an
threes. Nice
easy
and
shot.
shot call.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
To the left wing, here's Branham.
Ah.
Three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Pass to Branham. This one for 3. Utah with the rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Here's George. He gets it to fall. That makes it just...
Maybe I can't shoot with them.
a single-digit lead.
We're going to keep him.
16 points for
But
him.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 9. Clarkson looking for an opening. 56 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, this guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Outside, Jones. Collins setting the big for Jones. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jones has got 9 points in the quarter.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Hendricks. He's got 6. Markkanen kicks to Clarkson.
I was there.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That's foul number 2 for him.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first. I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Collins, a screen on Clarkson. Branham. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And we we finish one half of basketball. It's the Spurs up by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Utah Jazz.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
And with a moment here, time to give our compliments to the players of the week. The Western Conference winner, Anthony Edwards.
How about the Ant-Man's tenacity of late? One of the most consistently productive guys in the league. No surprise he comes out with this award.
And incredibly talented, the former #1 overall pick. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Spurs leading by 7. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now, here's Clarkson. Kessler with it. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Markkanen's got his second bucket of the night.
But you have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Here's Paul. The 3. They get it back. Wembenyama with the aggressive finish.
There it is,
go, Wemby.
guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Sohan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight.
Let's
That's
go.
3 of 4 here to start the half.
George passes to Hendricks. Markkanen from outside. And again,
I was there.
Jazz from deep.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Vassell outside. Wembenyama sets his screen for Vassell. And they come right back.
And
with
Devin
their
Vassell
own
hits him
three-pointer.
back with a 3. 14 points in the game.
4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hendricks. Oh, and
That was on me.
No question, powered it down.
Oh, Walker Kessler showing you his passing ability. Nicely done.
Paul kicks to Johnson. Beyond the arc. Utah
That's
with the
annoying.
rebound. Knows the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Pass to Clarkson. to the inside. Markkanen in the corner. Kessler in the post. Covered by Vassell. 5 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. Misses from short range.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Ball left side. And the bucket
And
is
one.
good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively,
Chris
they're
Paul.
on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Spurs have shot 5
Oof.
of 8 from the foul line. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're
Dude, our
bad
starting
and
lineup's so
you're not
good. It's
having
just the
to deal with the
just
pressure
the
of expectations.
So it's the Jazz now after the basket by San Antonio, and he lays it straight in. 11 points for Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Clarkson against Vassell. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Second
Go.
chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defense.
Oh, if he hits that, he hits
Boy,
that.
he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Listen.
On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Markkanen. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got 16 points.
Oh, the quick response from Johnson. He goes right back at him with the 3.
On the wing, Markkanen. And Paul pulls it down.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
With the teardrop, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul.
Let's go.
For his
14
work.
points, 7 assists for
And some
Chris
stats
Paul.
here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the
15
Spurs.
now.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton
How's
of
that?
good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart,
Jerome, you're so
and just
champ.
generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Utah calls timeout, and the Spurs making a change here. Jones is checked in. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the board.
Let's go.
Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Markkanen. Passes to Kessler. Clarkson against Vassell. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Jones looking for an opening. Vassell outside. On the wing, Johnson. He's got
Jalen
16.
Johnson for 3.
Drills the three-pointer.
19 down. Oh, it's over. Oh. Whew, 127. Whew. Glad we won that, because I would have been so mad if we lost. Well, that's gonna be it. Peace.